Welcome back to the last session today of the Hong Kong Greek Gastronomy Festival. On the last panel, we've got Greek wine and Greek beer. And we've got the experts with us, Yannis Karakassis and Alexandros Kouris, and my good colleagues, Hayen Song and Dilap Louis, to actually introduce the session.
Now I hand this over to Dilap.
So now may I introduce Mr. Alexandros Kouris, and he's the founder and owner of Nissos Beer. So Mr. Kouris is a passionate brewer and entrepreneur, and since 2012, he was the founder of Cyclic Microbrewery at Tinos Island, producing artisanal Nissos beer and winning many awards. Becoming professionally active in brewing, he had over 25 years experience as a shareholder, director, and creator of companies in the fields of communication, marketing, and innovation. He co-organized the Brewers of Europe Forum, industry's premier dialogue event, serving as a member of the program team appointed by the Brewers of Europe's Secretary General. So Alex, I know Nissos Beer is famous for snow brewing and also unpasteurized beer. So can you share more about your beers and Greek beer? So may I pass the time to you? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Chang. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Dimitri, I'm very happy to see you. I hope you can hear me. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Very good. I'm very happy to be part of this event, and very happy to be in Hong Kong, at least through Nissos Beer. And what you have arranged and what you have managed, Dimitri, is amazing, simply amazing, and simply proves that what it takes to market Greek products properly is one passionate person. And I think we need more like you in the effort to promote the excellent Greek products that we produce. May I say before I start that I've done a lot of work in my previous consulting life for Greek wine, and I share the passion for it as well. Greece is definitely a wine producing country, but I truly believe that the next Greek yogurt of the beverage business in Greece will be beer. And also may I tell you that although wine has been the primary, let's say, beverage that the alcoholic beverage that it is identified with Greeks. Let me tell you that the volume of consumption as well as production of beer is uncomparable to wine. It's almost 3 times Greeks drink and produce 3 times more beer than wine nowadays. So beer is pretty much into our culture, into our summer, Greek island summer culture. And basically the vision, our vision, the vision of Nissos Beer, and if I can start sharing my my presentation. Excellent. So yes, so as I said, we have contemporary Greek gastronomy culture is very much around beer as well as wine. And the challenge for us when we started Nissos Brewery is actually close the gap that was there in the market for excellent quality gastronomic beer, a beer that could add to the Greek gastronomy and could be a true ambassador of quality and complement the quality of Greek cheeses, of the Greek produce, of the Greek gastronomy, and complement with a great beer, and a great beer produced in a small island. So we were inspired by this contradiction of producing a great beer in a Greek island. in a small Greek island like the island of Tinos, where you are all invited. Professor Bouchalis was there last summer, so he can testify that this is a visit worth your summertime. So basically, that was the kick-off idea, and that's why we created a beer called Nissos, and Nissos means island in Greek. So in Greek, you say, I go to Nissos, Tinos Island. I go to Nissos Tinos. So it's a meaningful name. It's not a constructed name. It means island in Greek, and this is actually reveals to you the soul of our products, which is this Greek island lifestyle and Greek summertime that inspires us. And if you want to venture into our world, you can visit basically our website, nissos.beer, and you can see a lot of pictures. If you can go to the next slide, Professor Bouchalis, or I don't know who handles the presentation.
It's Kostas at the controls in Tripoli.
Okay, excellent. So Kostas, if you stay on this slide, this is the soul of our brand. Okay, this is the soul of our brand, and actually we are all about proclaiming the island, the Greek island, living in Greece. And if you can take me to the first slide, Kostas, now to the first slide, to the opening slide. Okay, so basically this is the vision that started us, and I think we kind of have delivered some of it. We are the largest Greek small brewery. We like contradictions. So the largest, let's say, quality independent family brewery. Almost 90% of the beer business in this country is owned by two multinational companies, where you would know. That produce a homogenized beer. So basically, Nissos is trying to change that. And as you can see, we have a lot of awards. I think in this year we will start having problems featuring our awards, at least on our single page ad. We have a lot of awards, a lot of important awards, and we're very proud of it. And it has been, let's say, this awards game started because actually we want to prove our superior taste, beer taste, and what a better way to do that than winning international important awards. And we won important international awards in Germany, in Bavaria. We won international awards in Belgium, in the UK, in London. So basically, that highlights our superiority, our taste superiority. We are 100% all natural produced beers, and we brew with high technology. We brew the classic, slow, all natural way of producing beer using only barley. And and also we have a brewery which is certified for its quality with the highest food safety standards. We have the FSCC 22,000 standard. So although we practice traditional brewing, we actually are using world-class techniques and equipment to safeguard the consistency of our quality. We do not pasteurize our beers, and we can guarantee a life cycle of our beers at least 9 months. And this is without pasteurization. We do that trying to activate and get advantage of the natural guardians of the stability of our beers, which is antioxidant capability, bioactivity of our ingredients. And also we use other techniques like, for example, microfiltration to stabilize our beers. And we are very proud of the stability of our beers and how our beers taste in month 9 of their life. A few of our beers like 7 Beaufort and Apocalypse, the more they age, the better they become. We also have pioneered an initiative for the European business, and I think it's also a globally relevant initiative for beer to find its way to human health and wellness. Recently, we took an initiative whereby we certified and measured the bioactivity of our beers. And by that, I mean the antioxidant capability for the benefit of the human health. I think you probably have read about the antioxidant capability of red wine and how drinking wine in moderation, 1 glass, 2 glasses per day, helps your cardiovascular system to operate better and helps your health. Well, the same argument we have announced, and we are proud to tell you that the bioactivity of Nissos beers are similar to red wine and by far greater than the average of beer. So we use special techniques and special ingredients to increase the antioxidant capability of our beer. And this is good to human health when beer, of course, is consumed in moderation and responsibly. And then, so we are talking about a better for you beer, okay? And also that same process helps the stability of our flavor and of our products. So it's kind of 2 targets with 1 technique. And this is a very innovative brewing, and we are proud to have contributed to that. Actually, I think by now it's understood that Nissos are not about consuming beer as a refreshment. It's consuming beer consciously with the mind or not the stomach, and consuming a beer that complements gastronomy, that complements cheese, that complements fine food. And this is what our beers are all about: taste, superior taste, better for you beers, authentic beers produced in an island, beers that complement the Greek gastronomy and are kind of designed to pair well with the magnificent dinners or lunches that you will find in the Greek islands or in mainland Greece. Basically, this is our vision. Our vision is to be ambassadors of the excellent part of Greece, in Greece, of course, obviously, and also outside of it. We're currently exporting in a few markets, and actually our plans to increase export activity. We have plans to increase export activity in the coming few years. So I think this is all I wanted to say about beer. I will just conclude saying something about Greek gastronomy and diet. And Dimitri, I was really thrilled to see that you use the term Greek gastronomy and diet. And I think that's That's very innovative what you did there, and very topical, very important. And I don't know if you realized how important it is, because recently we've been involved in discussing the future of Greek gastronomy and Greek diet, and discovered that we cannot talk anymore about gastronomy without diet. And the world is changing, and we see it around us. So the world and people demand food and beverages contributing to human health and wellness, also contributing to the health of the environment. So, and I think pretty much within our it is within our heritage, and this is another uniqueness of the Greek gastronomy, is that because we have how Greece is constructed as a country, and the small communities and the small islands. So these have been concepts that are very important now globally, but for the Greek culture, they have been important for centuries. So we have a lot of know-how to compare this gastronomy and pleasant food with health, and also with environmental understanding and consciousness, and this is what we think the future is, Dimitri, to compare these three elements really, and also the society element. So we are very worried. We should be very worried of the human element go out of the production globally. So I mean, the small and medium human-owned company owned by a family, for example, or a farmer or a craftsman, and these are issues that we need to face. So all the kind of food and beverages are becoming industrialized more and more. So we are losing that element, and also the environmental concern and the health concern. So I think pretty much Greek diet and Greek gastronomy can, and we found the term Greek nutrition to use. So basically, what I mean is that I think this is something that we can contribute globally, and understanding in a few cases whereby all these things, the social concern, the environmental concern, the health and wellness concern can, and of course the pleasure concern, the gastronomical concern can really create one proposition, one single proposition. And thank you for listening to my presentation. I'll be very, very happy to have you all in Greece and Tinos and discuss over good beer and good food and in a great environment, all this, and have a lot of talks about good gastronomy.
Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you for your sharing. It's very inspiring. Yeah. So may I pass the time back to Professor Bouhalis?
Let's thank you very much, Alex and Dilap. And Henry, can we get the zoom out, please, so I can show the beers that Alex has been kind enough to send us 480 beers from his beautiful brewery. And I had the opportunity over lunchtime, because we are closed, I had the opportunity to show to Dilap your brewery and to show how wonderful things you are doing. And I'm not sure if, would you like to tell us about your future plans? Is it announceable?
Well, we are building a second sister brewery to Nissos. So we are going to have two breweries. and basically there are plans. We have more plans to do more creative products, to basically introduce several initiatives to lower impact, our environmental impact, and use basically it will be the greenest brewery in Greece and the most modern in terms of production. Not the biggest one, of course, because we're not after size. We're after quality, and basically we want to do excellent beer. So that new brewery will help us be better and better, and the challenge there, as I said, is environment. Is how we are capable to integrate technologies into our production that minimize the impact on the planet.
I think a lot of people would not be able to understand what you just said before, Alex, about giving back to destinations and supporting small places, because what's the population of Tinos?
6,000.
6,000. So Alex went to Tinos Island with a population of 6,000, and he built a brewery there, having an enormous transportation cost and logistical nightmare to bring beers out of this island and distributing throughout Greece. But there's a much more important message there, not only about creating the beer, but also creating artisanal products based on local traditions, working with the local people, and developing economic development for regional and insular and peripheral areas. And I think this is so important on anything to do with food and drink and what we're developing.
Thank you, Dimitris, for pointing out that. And yes, I'd like to make a point regarding that, because if I have contributed something to marketing destinations, because as you know, I was very active in that before I became a brewer, is that there are no better ambassadors for destinations than products. You know, because a destination cannot travel, at least physically. It can now travel through virtual reality and through web, but you cannot touch it, you cannot smell it, you cannot feel it. So the only thing that travels, people travel, okay? And but what really travels and kind of is open to sensing it with all your senses and be transported, as my wine colleague said, to the destination is products. So I've always been keen to kind of study and communicate that specific relationship between tourism and products and authentic products. There's no better ambassador, and especially in a globalized economy where everything travels. So I think one of the best ways to travel, to market a destination, is market the destination through its products, its excellent products. And I think this is an area that you as academics should focus and point that. And this is kind of products like Nissos beers are the content are content for destination marketing, and this is content for destination experience, really.
And I can see Professor Song, who is one of the top economists in the world in tourism, thinking immediately of all the impacts that this activity is having to the destination and how we can look after regional development. Kayan, Dilap, would you like to close the session, please? Thank you, Alex.
Okay, thank you, Alex, and also thank you for Yanis, who have already left the session. Actually, this session is very useful, very informative, although the time is limited, but we really learned a lot about Greek wines and also Greek beer. Actually, one of the reasons many people drinking wine, especially red wine, is for health reasons, right? One of the reasons that for health. But today I learned actually your beer, Greek beer, especially Nissos beer, also have this antioxidant compound which will help your health. I think this is something that we can build into the your marketing programs to promote the wines in this part of the world. I think this is a very, very interesting thing to learn from you. And I don't have any other thing to say. Dilek, do you have anything to say apart from thank you all the speakers and also participants?
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much, Alex, for your sharing. Yeah, I do think that the point that you have mentioned about your special uniqueness on the beer and how you relate your product to your destination is very important. I very agree that you mentioned that the only thing that can travel is the product. Yeah, so this is something I want to say. Thank you to you. And that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. That's fantastic.